Chapter 1. The dare had started as a joke, just a harmless dare among friends. We had heard the stories about the abandoned house at the edge of town, stories of strange whispers, shadowy figures, and doors that slammed shut on their own. But we were skeptics, thrill seekers, urban explorers who thrived on adrenaline and the unknown. That night, the air was crisp, and the sky was an endless void of darkness. The full moon cast long, eerie shadows on the cracked pavement as we approached the house. The structure loomed before us, a forgotten relic of decay and secrets. The old wooden boards groaned under the pressure of time, and the windows were dark, like hollow eyes watching our every move. "Are we really doing this?" Mark asked, shifting nervously. He was always the cautious one. "Oh, come on," Lisa said, rolling her eyes. "It's just an old house. What's the worst that could happen?" Josh, the bravest, or maybe the most reckless of us all, pushed the rusted gate open. It let out a wailing creak that sent a shiver down my spine. We had no idea that with that simple action, we had already disturbed something. Something waiting. Chapter 2. Entering the house, the front door was slightly ajar, as if inviting us in. The moment we stepped inside, the air grew thick, heavy with the scent of damp wood and something foul, something rotten. A chill ran down my spine as I felt the temperature drop instantly. "It's freezing in here," Lisa whispered, rubbing her arms. Josh shined his flashlight around the foyer. The walls were cracked, peeling, covered in black mold. Cobwebs hung from the ceiling like curtains, and the furniture, what little remained, was covered in dust and grime. "Look at this place. It's like time just stopped," Mark said, running a finger over a wooden table, leaving a clean streak in the dust. Then, the first sign of something wrong happened. The door behind us creaked and slowly swung shut. Did the wind do that?" Lisa asked, her voice trembling slightly. There was no wind. Chapter 3. The first signs, we laughed it off at first. Nerves, paranoia, our minds playing tricks on us. But as we moved deeper into the house, the unsettling feeling only grew stronger. A soft knock came from upstairs. We froze. "Did you hear that?" I whispered. Josh nodded. "Yeah, but it's probably just the house settling." Then came another knock. Louder this time. And another. We exchanged uneasy glances. The floor above us was supposed to be empty. "Maybe an animal?" Mark suggested, but his voice lacked conviction. Lisa clutched my arm. "I don't like this. Let's just look around quickly and get out." We pressed forward, the flashlight beams bouncing off the decayed walls. In the dining room, the table was still set, plates covered in layers of dust, as if someone had once left in a hurry. Then, we heard it. A whisper. A breathy, guttural whisper that seemed to slither through the air around us. "Get out." Chapter 4. The shadows moved. Josh spun around, his flashlight darting wildly. "Who said that?" No one answered. I felt something move in my peripheral vision. A shadow, shifting in the corner of the room. But when I turned to look, there was nothing there. The knocking started again. This time from the hallway. Closer. Louder. Lisa was gripping my hand so tightly it hurt. "We need to leave. Now." Josh, still refusing to back down, stepped forward. "Hello? If someone's here, just say something." Silence. And then, a deep, guttural growl. It came from the darkness ahead of us. A sound so unnatural, so inhuman, that my entire body screamed at me to run. The flashlight flickered, and in that brief second of darkness, I saw it. Figure. Tall. Hollow eyes. A wide, unnatural grin stretching across its face. The lights came back. Nothing was there. But the whisper returned. Right behind me. Chapter 5. Trap panic set in. We turned to run, but the front door, once wide open, was now shut and locked. "You won't open!" Lisa screamed, pulling at the handle. Mark banged on the door, but it was useless. Then the pounding started again, this time from all around us. The walls trembled, the very foundation of the house groaning under the force of whatever was inside. And then, a deafening bang from the ceiling. We looked up just in time to see long, spindly fingers stretching down from the attic hatch. It was coming. Chapter 6. The escaped Josh grabbed a chair and swung it at a window. The glass shattered and the cold night air rushed in. "Go!" he yelled. We didn't hesitate. One by one, we climbed through the broken window, scraping our arms on the jagged glass. I was the last one out. As I turned back for one last look, I saw it, standing in the darkness just beyond the window frame. Those hollow eyes, that wide grin, and then it whispered again. "Come back." I ran. We didn't stop until we reached the street. Panting, shaking, we turned back to the house. The window we had escaped from was intact, as if nothing had happened. The front door was open again, swinging slightly in the wind, daring us to return. We never did. But sometimes, in the dead of night, I hear the whisper again, and I know it never really let us go.